All right, what's going on, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Um, this is about what happens when you don't use defined gender roles. I'm kind of testing some things right now, so excuse me. Um, Something happened recently. I was having a conversation, and it popped into my head that a lot of these things that are going on right now, as far as life and boundaries and dating and love or whatever, have all the same issues. Gender roles. It's like this: when boys don't have to necessarily grow to be men, and women don't, and girls don't have to grow to be women, it takes longer for them to figure out how to be a man or a woman, right? Logically speaking. But in this process, sorry, in this process, a few things happen. You got guys out here trying to be pretty. That's their, I'm pretty. I'm like, not Muhammad Ali. I'm so pretty when he actually was doing something like for a living, or beating people's ass for a living as a boxer. No, 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 no. Just I'm pretty. Like I'm getting up in the morning and I got my outfit and my earrings and my nice shoes and belt matches and you know pretty. Just for no fucking reason. Like not going out like for to work or going out say on a job interview. No, just going out to be to look good. I'm going to the grocery store. I'm gonna get pretty. I'm going to the mall. I'm gonna get pretty. I'm going to the movies. I'm gonna get pretty. Like which if you want to look good, look good. But looking pretty is not a fucking job. Like pretty doesn't pay the bills. You're not a fucking model. You know? Now if you was, that'd be a different story. But you would only be modeling on set or wherever the hell you modeling at. You wouldn't be just, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go to Dave and Buster's and I look pretty. Like that shit ain't finna. That's not reality. And then you got women like, oh, I've got my on the opposite end of that spectrum. I've went to school, I've got my degree, I've got a good job, and then I'm gonna get me a pretty man. Oh shit. It's gonna be a clusterfuck of clusterfucks. Now, if you don't get where I'm going, I don't know what to tell you. But at this point, you know, girls say, oh, he was cute, he was fine. That's why I talked to him. He has no substance. He's really not functionally probably the best choice for you as far as how he operates. And if you're looking for a quote unquote husband, you want a husband who could be a man, you know, not a husband who can be not a trophy husband. But that's how the gender roles being blurred has switched. And I'm looking around like, damn. Now I see kids, I see men doing this shit, and I see kids doing it, which means, for the most part, those kids are gonna do just take that I don't have to be a man and I don't have to be a woman thing to a whole different level because they're comfortable in not having defined roles. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to live outside the box. Don't get me wrong. But what I mean by live outside the box is you can be a man however you want to be a man, but damn it, be a man. You can be a woman however you want to be a woman, but damn it, be a woman, right? Same thing with homosexuality. If you're a gay man, I don't give a shit. If you're a gay woman, I really don't give a shit. But if you're a gay man taking on feminine traits and mannerisms to attract another man, doesn't really make too much logical sense. That's the same thing when guys be saying, well, the girl says she's a lesbian, but her girlfriend look like a dude. It doesn't fucking make sense. And I know some people say, well, you gotta omit the logic. Well, no, you don't. Now, because of this no defined roles thing expanding and exploding, and everybody's going in a fucking free for all, doing them, you also got no respect for boundaries. Because if you don't have a role, you don't have boundaries to begin with. So when you go out in public and people are just a little, like, you go to the grocery store and people just a little too fucking close, don't have no boundaries. What I mean by a little too close is if you swiping your debit card or paying cash, or you put your stuff on the counter, there's enough space for you to be there and a person to be a little bit further back, unless it's like long lines. But when it's short, hardly no line, and somebody just all up, back the fuck up. You don't have no respect for boundaries. When people just walk up on people, no respect for boundaries. When people just figure they can say any old thing to people, any old body, and people that don't know them, like with total utter disrespect, just because you have no respect for boundaries. Which, on the flip side of that, these same people or same situations that I'm talking about, when somebody gets their teeth knocked in or knocked out, or somebody gets slapped, or somebody gets gun drawn on them, and they're like, what? And other people are like, you shouldn't do that. Kind of like that Ray McIntosh thing when he beat the girls in McDonald's. That thing. The girls had no respect for boundaries. Like, they hop, and we live in a society because there's no defined roles and everybody thinks they can just do whatever. We are proverbially hopping over the counter and running into the back. Come on, do something. And then when somebody crack us upside the head, then you have the people on the other side like, stop hitting them. They just spit on you and hopped the counter to start a fight with you. There's no reason for you to hit them. That's the society we're living in. And what's going to happen? Because ultimately, you got women, young women, and little girls with these fantasies of marriage. And on one end, they're not prepared to be wives because they have never actually committed to, or were taught to, or groomed to be women to begin with. I've known a lot of beautiful girls who can't even walk in heels, and they grown. A lot of grown women talking about, I'm a princess. Do you know how fucking old you are? Talking about you're a princess. Do you know how fucking old you are? So by the time they actually committed to being women, they might be out of that window from that young girls used to get married, which I think is why the marriage age is another reason why the marriage age keeps increasing and climbing. Same thing with the men. When you're not groomed to be a man at a young age, because when you're a teenager, all this, what is it, androgynous, whatever, man. All that shit gotta go, because you're no longer going to be a teenager in the house. You can express yourself, but you're going to have to express yourself in a manly way, and you have to be groomed to be a man at that point. You can't say, oh, I'm going to be androgynous. And then you get to college and you're still androgynous. And then when it's time to be an adult, when it's time to be an adult and get in the real world and do some real things, you're still androgynous. And then all of a sudden, you wake up 25, I'm a man. No, motherfucker, you done spent the last 10, 15 years dressing like Prince, acting like fucking Tyler Perry. You're not a fucking man. And then you have to go through that phase of, okay, I was doing that wrong. I need to do this instead of this. So that's with the maturity. Maturity has regressed in all of this superficial androgynous bullshit, is what I'm saying. And because maturity has regressed, you have people who have grown in their defined roles and comfortable in their space. They may still be outside of the box, but they know the criteria of being a man or a woman. So when somebody crosses that line with them as a man or a woman, they handle them accordingly to the way a man or woman would handle that situation. But you're dealing in a world where increasingly you have people who want to be whatever they want to be whenever they want to be. They're not classic, they're trendy. So you can't gauge them, because this month having manners is in season. Next month being an asshole is in season, and they're here and there. They're never classic, like blue jeans and t-shirts. No, they are skinny jeans and tie dye and leopard print and shiny ass, colorful ass shoes, and then black is the new black. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, it's creating more problems than it's helping. Because ask yourself, is this no defined gender roles working for anybody? Is it working for the men? No. Is it working for the women? No. Is it working for the gays? No. Is it working for the youth? No. Is it working for the adults? No. Is it working for the elderly? No. Not elderly, but because the generation not elderly enough. They still old school. But the right under AARP. How about that? So, that's pretty much what I got about that. I'm out. Peace.